Hey, oh! So, I just thought I'd do a little progress thing. Okay, so when I first got these little clunch bars, started off doing some basic workouts with them. I was just kind of like hanging on them, doing little leg lifts on them, and doing little like pass-throughs, you know, trying to kind of jump throughs. But we've certainly advanced from there. So, started incorporating my little weight ball, and I wanted to show you what I did just because it's fun. I don't know where I picked this up from, but I'm sure I picked it up from somewhere. I start by standing on the ball and arching back, rounding the back shoulders, kind of like you're trying to head into a handstand, and then walk the ball back like this into like a plank position, like this, and you can do like lifts or whatever through there, and then come back through here. Now at this point, I usually like to do a couple more leg lifts, like standing splits kind of style, and you can kind of hold into these positions, and then I kind of duck in and I pull it out. I start coming straight out and doing like kind of a reverse plank. You can do some leg lifts out here, and then slowly bringing it back, leg lift, into the more planche style, leg lift, and that's as far as I've gotten so far, but not bad. And I've got my kids doing this too, and we are all having so much fun. But anyway, that's my basic move. Let me show the other one that I've been doing, just because it's fun. Set it up this way, and you can put your feet up here like I said. Go ahead and you can do your full glute bridges this way. So it's really, really versatile. Absolutely enjoying this product. One other diet thing that I had been doing as much as possible, again, you know, life gets in the way of almost everything. So I always do the best I can and get back to the stuff that works as often as possible. And one of the things that helps me keep energy during the day is looking back into my notes. And a lot of times the protein heavy things, like when I did the low carb and stuff like that, there'd be so much less inflammation that it was easier for me to have like energy during the day, and it was easier for me to get my workouts done. A lot of times carbs will weigh me down, and that's just my body, not everybody. So just as a little side note, along with my eating to a 5 for food and eating to a 3 for snacks and trying to eat only on an empty stomach, I've also been kind of carb stacking at the end of the day, because that kind of helps me get to sleep, and not carb stacking for the rest of the day. So I do low carb all morning, all afternoon, and then I'll do, low carb all morning, all afternoon, and then at dinner time I'll make sure I have a serving of carbs, and I make sure I have some kind of sugar treat. That's been helping me get to sleep. That's where I'm at right now. I sure hope you're making your goals. Cheers to that.